The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldog basketball is on the air here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Our coverage of Bulldog basketball is made possible thanks to these sponsors. Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books. By Community First Credit Union. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. By Family First Chiropractic. By Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where we engage, educate, and empower every student every day. By Ottumwa Regional Health Center. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. By River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name. By River Hills Community Health Center. By Slayton Polaris. And by Sonic Drive-In, North 63 in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody. From Evans Middle School, the home of the Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew is the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Time for the final CIML Metro Conference games of the season as your Ottumwa girls and boys basketball teams take on the Scarlets of Des Moines East. And on paper, for both girls and boys tonight, these should be victories to wrap up the conference season. Both games that were played at Des Moines East back on January 12th easily went the way of Ottumwa. East on both the girls and boys side have been at the bottom of the Metro Conference this year. In fact, only one combined win between girls and boys for the Scarlets. But they don't play them on paper. They'll play today on the hard court here at Evans Middle School. And Ottumwa, both girls and boys, will have to find a way to summon enough energy to get through a second game in less than 24 hours after they took on Des Moines Roosevelt last night. In the girls' game, Ottumwa now 5-8. They're 3-3 in the Metro. And East 0-12, 0-9 in Metro play. Bulldogs coming off a 60-23 loss to Des Moines Roosevelt. It's kind of hard to say that that game was closer than the score would indicate, but with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, Ottumwa was down only 28-20. They ended up losing 60-23. They ran out of gas, and while nobody with the program will make this excuse, I will point out that Ottumwa was playing its first game after a week and a half of no activity, no games, no practices because of a COVID pause. Their conditioning was not where it should be for a four-quarter game, and you could see them running out of gas as Roosevelt pulled away late in the third and into the fourth quarter last night. Ottumwa needs to shoot the ball better today. They only made 7 shots against the Rough Riders. But Ottumwa is going to file that game away, and not only how it finished, but how they stayed close for the first 2.5 quarters, because when you look at the regional bracket, Ottumwa opens at Des Moines North next Wednesday. But if the Bulldogs can find a way to beat North, and they've been close to North this year, Ottumwa would play Roosevelt again in the regional semifinals. So something to learn from last night that they may be able to apply down the line. For the Scarlets, it's been a tough year. They're 0-12. Obviously, like the rest of the Des Moines schools, didn't start playing until January. Their best player's been hurt. Aaliyah Hoop was actually injured in the game against Ottumwa. She'd been averaging a double-double early in the season. Or close to a double-double, but she's been averaging double figures, but she has not played since that first Ottumwa meeting. And East, well, the numbers just don't stack up well for them. They only shoot 19%, only 13% from three-point range. And they only make 40% of their free throws, and they're averaging 40.5 turnovers per game. Actually, that's down a little bit. The number we have, the updated number, let me double check that. They're still averaging 37 turnovers a game. And while I don't want to belabor the point, I mentioned it last night. When the East girls played Roosevelt last week, they lost, and this is not a misstatement, 91-2. East made 1 out of 18 shots in that game and committed 49 turnovers. Now, I would imagine they'll have a better outing tonight. They had a better outing in their game last night at Des Moines North. They only lost by 12, 52-40. So they had one of their better offensive outputs all season. They'd only been averaging about 16 points a game coming in. They played a little bit better yesterday, and they're hoping that'll translate into some better basketball today. First meeting, Ottumwa won at 53-18. Chloe Schneckloff had 20 in that game. Olivia Korm had 10. Ottumwa looking to sweep East for the second consecutive season. They swept them last year for the first time in, the records don't even go back that far to show me how long it had been since Ottumwa had swept East. The Bulldogs went 2-17 against East last decade. This decade, they're doing a little bit better, trying to win their fourth in a row over the Scarlets in the past 2 years. Still plenty to come on our pregame show as the teams are warming up down on the court below us. We'll take a 3-minute timeout and continue on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson, CEO of River Hills Community Health Center, where we've been growing healthy communities for the past 20 years in Ottumwa, Centerville, Richland, and Sigourney.
We recently made some modifications, but we are now back to normal with safety and precaution in mind. All of our clinic locations are open and have returned to regular hours. Appointments are being accepted in all clinics, so call for your appointment today. Remember, River Hills Community Health Center. Diversified services, exceptional health care.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa!
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on a Saturday afternoon here on KBIZ and on our live video stream. Bulldogs and Des Moines East making up conference games to wrap up the conference season. And while we get ready for our girls game this afternoon, let's take a closer look at Ottumwa's postseason path as they're in the Class 5A Region 5 bracket and have to play the opening round game on Wednesday on the road at Des Moines North. Now the Bulldogs have lost to North twice. Once was a blowout where they had one bad quarter early. The other one a close game here in Ottumwa. They'll have to go back to North next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Of course, we'll have the broadcast for you. And this year, because of a change in Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union policy, we are now able to live video stream the girls' playoff games this year. We were unable to have them live on video last year. We had to tape delay them. We can have them live this year, so you'll be able to watch the Bulldogs as you've done all season if you're one of our watchers on video. If Ottumwa wins that game against Des Moines North next Wednesday, they'd play Saturday night against the Des Moines Roosevelt team they faced last night. The other side of the bracket, Ankeny Centennial is the top seed. Urbandale is facing Centennial Also Saturday the 20th at 7 o'clock. So Centennial will be the 1 seed, Roosevelt would be the 2, and Urbandale the 3. Now there is a chance, assuming Ottumwa gets 2 games in the regional, wins the first one, gets the second, they could face 2 teams that are depleted. Des Moines North has been playing the last couple of games without their star, Lafina Campbell, and from what I've been told, she didn't play last night in their win over East, and her availability for next Wednesday right now is up in the air. That would be a very different game if North didn't have the one player who could score consistently for them. That might open the door for Ottumwa, although Ottumwa would like a shot at North even with Campbell, because the Bulldogs only lost by 3 to North last time, and Ottumwa didn't have Chloe Schnecklopp in that game. So the Bulldogs would like to be full strength against North one more time and see how it goes. But the needle would really, I think, tip in Ottumwa's favor if Campbell is out for North. Again, we'll have to wait and see on that one. If Ottumwa gets to the regional semifinal and a rematch with Roosevelt, well, we saw a depleted Roosevelt last night. They had their top 2 players in Ariana Jackson and Trinity Cheatham, but their other 3 normal starters were all out. My understanding is there was some sort of COVID issue. They had a game earlier this week canceled, and from what I understand, those players that are out won't be able to return until next Sunday, which would have them out for the regional semifinal. Still a tall task to take on Roosevelt because of Jackson and Cheatham, but Ottumwa was in that game last night for 2.5 quarters before they ran out of gas. Presumably they'll have their conditioning back to where it needs to be a week from Saturday, so if they can get to the regional semifinal, they'll go to Roosevelt and take their chances. We didn't get a chance to have the girls game there in the regular season because of Ottumwa's COVID pause, but if OHS gets another shot at Roosevelt, they'll certainly relish the opportunity. And if you get past that, you're playing in a regional final for a chance to go to state. Obviously, you'd be playing a really good team at that point, probably Centennial, but just to get there and have a chance is all you could ask for. So that's a look at Ottumwa's regional, which again begins next Wednesday at Des Moines North, 7 o'clock, right here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. All right, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout, come back and get you the starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions. From the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ. Bulldogs in Des Moines East on a cold Saturday afternoon in the city of Bridges. Time now for the starting lineups. First for each in their head coach Matt Ellis. In the backcourt, 5'3" junior Alexis Brown averaging 6.7 points per game. 5'6" senior Caitlin McFadden averaging a little more than half a point a game. 5'3" freshman Caitlin Roby averages 2 points a game. 5'8" junior Ashlyn Hudrick averaging 5.8, she's 5'8", she's averaging about a point per game. And 6' senior Portia Jones averages 2.3 points per game. As for the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Joe Vandenberg with his normal starting 5. 5'8" senior Chloe Schneckloth at the point. The 2 guard, 5'5" sophomore Olivia Corum. The 3rd guard, 5'7" senior Zoe Jones. Up front, 5'10" junior Addison Ransom. And 5'11" senior Ann Guest. East has black road jerseys, red lettering scarlet across the front, red numbers trimmed in white front and back, black shorts with some red trim, kind of a fading pattern, the red fading into the black on the shorts. Bulldogs in their home whites, red on the collar, red lettering Bulldogs across the front, red numbers trimmed in silver front and back, red and silver striping down the sides of the jerseys and shorts. 90-second break for the national anthem. We're back for the opening tip from the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, the live video stream at OttumwaRadio.com. Good afternoon, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you. Annie Argo, the video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer. Ottumwa and Des Moines East. And Guest to jump it up against Portia Jones. The ball in the air, the tip controlled by the Bulldogs. And they'll move right to left as we look at it here in the opening half. Chloe Schneckloth across the timeline for OHS. East in a 2-3 zone. Ball left side to Zoe Jones. Tried to go underneath Addison Ransom. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by East. Stay with the Bulldogs. Olivia Corum to inbound from the O and Ottumwa on the baseline. Bulldogs stack at the left elbow. Inbounds lobbed off the hand of Zoe Jones, pass too high and out of bounds, and OHS turns it over. East will come back the other way. Alexis Brown will bring it across the timeline. Schneckloth waits for her. Bulldogs in a man-to-man. The left side is Brown, brings it back up top. Bounced it too low, a pass for Portia Jones, and Zoe Jones rips the ball away from her. And then Portia Jones is called for the foul, trying to get it back. So each team with a turnover to start the game, and East compounds it with a foul. Inbounds comes to Corum, and the Bulldogs sophomore will bring it into the front court this time. Spins away from Brown, throws it right side to Schneckloth. Back to the volleyball line to Corum. Dribbles left, gets it in the corner. Schneckloth, a shot fake. A little runner from outside the lane, a little too strong. Rebound deflects to Guest. And Ann is fouled as she tried to get it back out to Corum. A foul on Caitlin McFadden, her first, team foul number 2. Corum will again inbound from the baseline. Bulldogs again stack at the left elbow. Lob up top for Schneckloth. Chloe lobs it to the right wing for Corum, who's open for a three. In and out, no good. Ransom fighting for the rebound, gets tied up with Ashlyn Hudrick, and the arrow will give it to Des Moines East. No score. About a minute gone in the opening quarter. Brown into the front court, right through the midcourt circle, hounded by Schneckloff. Goes around a pick, all the way down to the baseline. Bounce it back up top for Caitlin Roby. Into the lane for Jones. Try to lob it back out. Hudrick runs it down and steps out of bounds. And the ball goes back to Ottumwa. Ottumwa with pressuring man-to-man defense, picking up at half court and trying to force East into turnovers, and they do commit a lot. They average 37 a game. They've already turned it over twice. Schneckloff into the front court, hounded by Brown. Lobs it left side for Corum, bobbles it, manages to bring it in. Olivia into the lane, skip it right wing for Schneckloff. Down low to Guest, backing down, bounce it underneath to Ransom, and Addison draws the foul trying to go up. She'll shoot two. Good pass in the post from Guest to Ransom. That's on Caitlin McFadden, her second, team foul number 3. Ransom at the line. Addison 67% on the season. First one up and good. First point of the game. Substitution for East. Jessica Cole, a 5'9" freshman, checks in. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. Second free throw, a little too strong, and the rebound on the floor, gathered in by Cole, who just checked in for East. 1-0 Ottumwa, 6:25 first quarter. Brown picked up a dribble left side, trying to direct traffic. Where to go with it, now gets it in the high post to Cole. Turnaround jumper in the lane, off the glass, no good. And the rebound tip to Ransom. That shot actually from Kudrick, not from Cole. Into the front court is Corum. Throws it right side up high for Chloe Schneckloff. Bounce it left side for Jones. Into the high post for Ransom. Double teamed in there. Got it back out to Zoe. Zoe skips it right side for Schneckloff. The three on the way. A little too strong. Long rebound out to Roby, and she wants to run, but knocked away and stolen into the backcourt by Zoe Jones. Back the other way come the Bulldogs. Schneckloff in the midcourt circle. Into the high post for Guest. Kick it out left wing to Corum. Back up top to Schneckloff. Dribbles to the right side. And a hip check and a foul on Alexis Brown. Already 4 fouls on East. 5:32 mark of the opening quarter. Ottumwa wants a timeout. We'll take 30 seconds and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. Substitution for Ottumwa, Kennedy Hugan is checked in. Schneckloff the inbound from the baseline after the Bulldogs timeout. Lobs it up top for Hugan. Back to the right corner, Schneckloff open for a three. Off the rim, no. The rebound to Jones. Portia Jones, that is, for East, but then she passed it to Jessica Cole. Cole wanted to throw it up court. None of the guards were looking for her, and Cole ended up traveling. It's not really on the freshman, as she's not one of the primary ball handlers, and one of the guards has to come get that from her. Inbound on the baseline to Ransom, and now she's called for a travel, and Ottumwa gives it right back. 5:23 first quarter, choppy start to this one. Ottumwa with a 1-0 lead. Front court, Brown on the left side, hounded by Schneckloff. Dribbles left to right, all the way down to the baseline, under the hoop, jump stop under there. Tries to pivot. She's been in the lane a long time. Yeah, that's 3 seconds. And she kind of shoved Chloe Schneckloff as she walked back up court. And we're back the other way. Still only leading 1-0. Still waiting for our first field goal of the game. We are 3 minutes in. Schneckloff and Ann Guest went to set a pick, and Ann was moving when the contact came. That's a foul on Guest. First one on Ottumwa. Now East with another opportunity. Across the timeline is Brown. Schneckloff nearly poked it away. Brown dribbles back to the top of the key, picked up the dribble. Tried to throw it to Portia Jones. It was knocked away. Picked up by Schneckloff, and a foul on Des Moines East. That's on Portia Jones, her second, team foul number 5. So Ottumwa has kept East from really having any opportunities to score, but the Bulldogs haven't been able to convert any of their own. Ransom gets it inside off the glass, no good. And then a reach-in foul on Ottumwa trying to get it back. That's on Ransom. That's her first. East about to make a substitution here. Tanessa Brown, a 5'5" freshman, checking in for Portia Jones. So now we have Alexis Brown and Tanessa Brown on the floor for East. Alexis Brown over to the left side on the dribble. Picked up her dribble, nowhere to go with it again. Throws it up high. It was knocked away by Guest. And last touch by East at midcourt out of bounds. It'll go back to Ottumwa. The Bulldogs force yet another East turnover. Zoe Jones will throw the inbounds pass. Lobs it into the front court for Schneckloff. Schneckloff got around Brown, takes it right side. Bounce underneath the Guest, outside the lane. Lob it back to Schneckloff. And Schneckloff got pushed. A little too aggressive on the double team there was East. Let's see who this foul was on. That's on Alexis Brown, and that is her second, team foul number 6. Olivia Coram back in for Ottumwa, replacing Zoe Jones. So now Alexis Brown, Caitlin McFadden, and Portia Jones all have 2 fouls each. Brown the only one of the 3 on the floor right now. Guest lobs it right side, and too high for Schneckloff, deflected to Tanessa Brown. Schneckloff ties it back up, and the arrow will give it back to Ottumwa. The Bulldogs not really effective offensively at all right now. Tabby Hockmuth checks in, a 5'4" freshman for East, replacing Brown, who will sit with those 2 fouls. It's an East team that's 0-12 and now has 3 reserves on the floor. Someone needs to be making something happen here. Guest up top, nearly threw it away. Schneckloff rescues it high on the right side. Back up top to Hugen, left corner for Coram. Shot fake and a drive, little runner in the lane, off the rim, no. Rebound, tapped out of bounds, last touch by Ottumwa. Ottumwa is not taking very good shots. Coram that time kind of got in between whether she wanted to try to swish it or put it off the glass, and ended up catching the rim, leaving it a little short. Caitlin Roby over the right side all the way down to the baseline, cut off. Looked like she might have stepped out of bounds, got away with it. Now a running, just kind of a throwing it at the basket was Hudrick, no good, an air ball, and the rebound to Ottumwa. Coram into the front court. There's the left side for Hugen. Down underneath the Guest, turn around, and got fouled, and Ann Guest will shoot 2. One is on Jessica Cole, her first. Already 17 fouls on East, 3:24 mark the opening quarter. And to the line for the first time tonight, 71% on the season. Hit both of her free throws last night against Roosevelt. First one this time is good. And Ottumwa leads 2-0. 2 subs for Ottumwa, Josie Lemons and Zoe Jones back in, replacing Ransom and Hugen. One more free throw for Guest. And takes her time, puts it up, knocks them both down. 3-0 OHS. East will bring it into the front court. Hockmuth lobs it ahead to Tanessa Brown. Bounce to the high post for Hudrick, and she tried to get off a running hook shot, but took an extra step and is called for a travel. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call today for an appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. Schneckloff in the front court, down low, through the hands of Lemons, got it back, kick it out to Schneckloff. Skip it left corner for Corum. Shot fake and a drive, back right side for Schneckloff. Double team chasing her, into the high post for Lemons. Up and under move, put the shot up, a lot of contact, no fouls. Zoe Jones got the rebound, kick it out to Corum, 3 on the way, banked it in. We'll take it. Olivia Corum with the first made field goal of the game. It's a 3, and Ottumwa leads 6-0 as we count down to 2:40 to go in the first. Long 3 on the other end by Tanessa Brown is an air ball out of bounds, and Ottumwa gets it back as Addison Ransom will return, replacing Ann Guest. Vandenberg emphatically calling out the offensive set. Schneckloff into the front court, throw it left corner for Corum, open for a 3. Count it! Back-to-back threes for Olivia Corum, and suddenly Ottumwa heating up 9-0. Bulldogs show press. It's bobbled and stolen by Corum. Takes it down 1-on-2 right side of the lane, off the glass way too strong, and run down by Caitlin Roby. She throws it away to Ransom. Back to Schneckloff left wing. Up top Lemons. To the right side, Zoe Jones. To the corner, Corum. Can she hit a third? Nope, that 3 is short. Rebound to Roby. Tried to throw it up ahead, and that was stolen by Lemons. To the high post, Ransom. Dribbles across. Tried to force it up. Blocked, got it back. Blocked again, but this time a foul was called. East a couple of times has gotten the ball in the backcourt and just wildly thrown it to nobody in particular. Ashlyn Hudrick called for the foul, her first. Team foul number 8 on the Scarlets. Ransom at the line, 1 for 2 on the night so far. First one is good. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main in Ottumwa by the Train Depot, offering an array of coffee beverages. They serve breakfast, and they have homemade soup, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. Like and follow them on Facebook. Caitlin McFadden checks back in for East. 10-0 Ottumwa, minute 56 to go in the quarter. Second free throw by Ransom, good. 11-0 Dogs. They've finally gotten the offense going a little bit. In the backcourt is Hockmuth, and as she got across the timeline, Olivia Corum bumped her, and that's a foul on Ottumwa, her first, team foul number 3. Roby inbounding in front of the scorer's table. Tried to throw it to Tanessa Brown, and the pass stolen by Corum. Olivia back into the front court, top of the key, throw it left side, Zoe Jones. Underneath for Ransom. Double team, goes all the way across the lane, and had it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa. I thought I heard a slap on the arm there, but they chose not to call that. Now Corum inbounding, lobs it all the way up top to the volleyball line for Schneckloff. Minute 38 on the clock, 11-0 Dogs. The high post for Lemons, into the lane for Ransom, splits defenders, laid up too strong, rebound pulled down by East. But then in the backcourt, Hockmuth travels with it, and Ottumwa gets it right back. East certainly with a lot of turnovers early, as you would expect given their numbers. Inbound to Lemons, right side to Corum. Up top to Lemons, wide open, 3, top of the key. Off the rim, no. Ransom with the rebound. Bounces it out to Schneckloff. Chloe kicks it to the right wing for Corum, to the corner. Zoe Jones open for a 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound to Schneckloff. Back out to Jones. She'll try again from the wing. Short off the rim. Rebound to Lemons. Feeds it to the baseline, Schneckloff. Back to the lane for Lemons. Out to Jones. Gives it back to Schneckloff. 1 minute on the clock. Bulldogs reset, leading 11-0. Lob it left corner for Corum. She'll try the 3. Off the rim, no. Weak side rebound to Lemons. Out to Jones, who didn't see it. It hit her in the back of the head, and then she caught it before it went out of bounds. Zoe Jones wasn't looking for that pass, but she saved it off the back of her own head. Now gets it back from Schneckloff. Under pressure in a double team, and Tanessa Brown tied her up. And the arrow will favor East. Pardon me, the arrow favoring Ottumwa. Substitution for East here. Kate Stemser, a 5'7" freshman, checks in. Jones inbounding from the far side. It's it up top to Lemons at midcourt. Josie goes right wing for Schneckloff. Down to the lane for Addison. Turnaround, double teamed, and got fouled. And she'll shoot a 1-and-1 with 32 seconds left in the opening quarter. That foul is on Ashlyn Kudrick. That's her second, team foul number 9. Somebody tell Brent Bloom up in Ames that the official walked over to the table and announced a displacement foul. Ransom at the line, 3 of 4 in the quarter so far. 1-1 here. Has to hit the first one or in the second. Puts it up. Knocks it down. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Slayton Polaris. Your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Stop and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. 12-0 Ottumwa. One more free throw for Addison Ransom. It's on the way and good. And Guest will come back in for Ransom here. So Ottumwa has Corum, Jones, Hugan, Guest, and Lemons on the floor. East with Hudrick, Roby, Hockmuth. And now Jones steals a pass at midcourt before I could finish listing them off. Drives in, put up the shot blocked by Hudrick, rebound to Roby. Throws it out for Stemsrud. Now Guest steals that away at midcourt. 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Ottumwa not even letting East get into the front court. Corum down to the block for Guest. Backing down, shot fake, kick it back out to Corum. Up top, Hugan. Left corner, Jones, open for a 3. Count it! Zoe Jones with 4 seconds on the clock. And time expires. Ottumwa leads 16-0. Back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, a late flurry by Ottumwa has them in front of Des Moines East, 16-0. About to start play, and then the scores table clarified something with the officials. Now we're ready to go. Inbounding, Alexis Brown is back in the game playing with 2 fouls. Ottumwa looking perhaps to trap up high. Picked up her dribble. Throws it right side for Hudrick. A bobble and a catch. A lob back underneath. Zoe Jones leaps and knocks it away. Got it over to Corum. Bulldogs into the front court. Let's give it left side for Kennedy Hugan. She launches a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound underneath to McFadden for East. Brown with the ball into the front court. A lob into the lane. Too tall for Portia Jones. Off her fingertips and out of bounds. Ottumwa. Bring it back the other way. Corum running the point right now. Corum, Jones, Lemons, Guest, and Hugan, the 5 on the floor. Ball right side to Zoe. Back up top to Olivia. Corum kicks it left corner for Jones, who got open for a look at a 3. Off the rim, no. Guest fighting for the rebound, but it tips out to Roby. Roby's got to have 4 or 5 rebounds already tonight, or this afternoon. Now a pass. Hugan knocks it away and steals it on the right side, brings it into the front court. She's 1-on-2. Lobs it across the lane for Zoe Jones, who goes up and had it knocked out of her hands. Zoe got it back, kicks it out to Corum. She'll try a 3 left wing. Off the rim, no good. Guest with the rebound. Out to Hugan. She launches a 3. Too strong. I wish Ottumwa would have reset the offense perhaps there. East with that rebound. Brown into the front court. Over to the right side. Works all the way down to the corner. Now goes underneath for Jones, who pivots and kicks it back out. Hudrick will launch a 3 off the glass, no. The putback, no good by McFadden. Rebound underneath the Lemons, who rips it away. And Ottumwa back the other way. Still leading 16-0. 6.5 to go second quarter. Jones up top to Corum. Olivia around a Lemons pick, lob to the corner, too tall for Jones. Couldn't save it, it's out of bounds. Chloe Schneckloff, Addison Ransom back in for Ottumwa, replacing Corum and Lemons. 6:17 opening quarter. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. Abby Hockmuth across the timeline to Hudrick. Hudrick to the elbow for Jones to the right wing. Roby launches a three. Off the glass, no good. McFadden's putback is good, and East is on the board. It's almost like they're planning on the miss and having McFadden there for the rebound on the weak side. They've done it twice now. They made the second one. Hugan tried to go underneath to Ransom, and the ball was knocked away by McFadden out of bounds. Ottumwa will keep it. 5:55 to go second quarter, leading 16-2. Schneckloth to inbound. Boy, the East coach is mad about something. Matt Ellis threw his notes down on the floor. Jones into the corner. Schneckloth, the right corner three, a little too strong off the iron. Long rebound batted out and run down by Hugan. Got it to Jones on the wing. To the high post for Guest. Kicked it back up top to Schneckloth. Chloe dribbles right to left, lobs it to Hugan. Tries to go underneath to Ransom, was double teamed. Not a good idea. Ball knocked away and picked up by Hockmuth. Lob across the timeline to McFadden, down to Hudrick, running layup blocked by Addison Ransom, and the rebound to Guest. 5:20 to go, back the other way of the Bulldogs. Lob underneath, Ransom behind the defense, missed the layup. A great pass from Schneckloth, but Ransom couldn't finish. Now Hockmuth's pass is knocked away, and Jones has a steal, trying to split two defenders, right side, lay it up, good. Zoe Jones has 5 points. The bucket off the turnover makes it 18-2. Across the timeline and a timeout East. 4:59 on the clock, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic, North 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa for the ultimate Sonic experience. Ottumwa 18, Des Moines East 2 in our girls game this afternoon. 4:59 to go second quarter. East will inbound. They've now used their first timeout. Alexis Brown in the backcourt. Walks across the timeline. Picked up her dribble. She's double teamed up there. Tried to bounce it to Portia Jones. Jones has it, and Kennedy Hugan hooked her arm. That'll be a foul on Ottumwa. First one on Hugan, team foul number 4. Isabel Mellon will check in for the first time, the 5'5" senior. She did not play last night. Available for Ottumwa today, and what did they call here? Called a technical on Ottumwa. There's an error in the scorebook, and that is a technical foul. So Alexis Brown will shoot the technical. Free throw up and good. Second free throw, and she got them both. Only 38% on the season, but she hit both those free throws. And it's 18-4. East will inbound from midcourt. The scorebook technical, not a technical on Coach Vandenberg, so he doesn't have to sit down. As Alexis Brown nearly lost it, got it back to Hockmuth. Lob it left side for Hudrick. Skip it right wing to Brown. A three on the way. Off the rim, no. Rebound on the floor. Jones ripped it out of the hands of Hockmuth. It's on the floor. We will get a held ball. The arrow will favor Ottumwa. Tanessa Brown coming back in for East, replacing who? Hockmuth finally leaves. Nobody for East made any move to the bench for a moment there. Ottumwa 18, Des Moines East 4. Yeah, it's been a choppy game, but the Bulldogs have the lead. Mellon on the left wing. Into the high post for Guest. Lob it right wing for Schneckloff. To the corner, Jones. Underneath for Ransom. Kicked it out to Mellon. Schneckloff left wing. Back to Mellon. Down low for Guest. Turnaround in the lane. Well, they say that was a clean block from the weak side. Guest hit the deck. East ends up with the ball. I don't know how that was clean. Brown into the front court for the Scarlets. Halfway through the second quarter. All the way down baseline. Stopped outside the lane. Bounce it on the wing to Tanessa Brown. Back to Alexis Brown. Baseline jumper short. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll go back to Ottumwa. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. Ottumwa 18, East 4. Left wing goes Isabel Mellon. Goes back up top, bounce it to the free throw line for Jones. Throw it right corner. Schneckloff, a three on the way. Off the rim, no. Long rebound out to Jones. Gets it back up top to Schneckloff. Up near midcourt. Chloe. Left wing to Mellon. Shot fake, baseline drive. Lob it in the lane to Ransom. Put it up, and there's the whistle and the foul. And Addison Ransom will shoot two. A lot of body contact in there. I thought it was on Portia Jones, but they call it on Ashlyn Hudrick. That's her third. And the 10th foul on the Scarlets. Ransom at the line, 5 of 6 already today. First free throw this trip is good. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Family First Chiropractic on West 2nd Street in Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. One more free throw from Ransom. It's on the way. In and out. Rebound knocked back to Ransom. Double team, got it up anyway and laid it in. So Ransom missed the free throw but ends up with the putback. And Ottumwa leads 21-4. And now a travel forced to midcourt as Ottumwa double-teamed Alexis Brown, and she turned it over. Olivia Coram back in, replacing Zoe Jones for OHS. 3:15 on the clock. Second quarter, Bulldogs 21, Scarlets 4. Ottumwa would like another late flurry to end the second quarter the way they had in the first quarter. They were up 16-0 after one. They've only scored 5 here in the second quarter, but maybe started something here. Mellon right side of the lane. A lot of contact from Brown, no call. Fed it to Ann Guest, who drove down the lane, went up and drew another foul. She will shoot 2. 2:59 to go in the half. It's on Jessica Cole, her second. So East is piling up the fouls here. Hudrick has 3. She's sat down. First free throw for Ann, a little too strong. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. Stop in and see the new improvements. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. Elena Stemsrud, a 5'5" senior, checking in for the Scarlets, replacing Cole, who sits with 2 fouls. Second free throw, in and out. Mellon fighting for the rebound, tipped it to Ransom, and Addison's putback is in again. So a rare double miss for Guest, and now Schneckloff steals a pass in the backcourt, able to take it in and lay it in. Chloe has her first bucket. Here comes that flurry, 25-4, and another timeout East. 2:43 to go, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
East inbounding after the timeout. Ottumwa leading 25-4. Alexis Brown into the front court. Throws it right side. Caitlin Roby. Lob into the lane for Portia Jones. Out to the corner. 3 on the way. Stemsrud got it. Elena Stemsrud, only her second made three of the year. And it's 25-7. Into the front court is Corum. Lob it left side for Schneckloff. Down to the block for Ransom. Backing down, turnaround, right hand off the glass and good. Addison Ransom has hit 3 buckets in this quarter. She's also hit 6 free throws in the game, has 12 points. And now a whistle at midcourt to travel as Corum forces Brown into another turnover. Bulldogs up 27-7, 2:11 to go in the half. Schneckloff into the front court again for OHS. The left side, Corum. Back to Schneckloff. The right side. Tried to go in the high post for Lemons. Ripped it away from Roby. Kicked it across to the elbow for Ransom. Drives in. Kick it out to Mellon for a 3 left side. Count it. Isabel Mellon's on the board with a 3, and Ottumwa leads 30-7. And as we hope for, a late flurry to end the half by Ottumwa here as we're down to minute 45. Brown trapped at midcourt. Pivots. Gets it to Stemsrud. On the right side, pressured by Mellon, dribbles down to the baseline, cut off by Ransom, kicks it out to Tanessa Brown, up top to Alexis Brown, bobbled it, lost it, Corum's got it, gets it up ahead to Mellon, she's one-on-one with Roby if she goes, has Schneckloff cutting, tried to find her, knocked out of bounds by Stemsrud, who got back into the play. Boy, Stemsrud is playing with a large brace on her right knee, and doesn't look like she's running as well as maybe she normally would, but she showed a lot of hustle going coast to coast there to knock that pass away. Corum lobs it up top for Schneckloff. The left wing, Mellon. Down low for Ransom in the crowd. Kicks it out to Corum. Right wing 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound to Mellon. And she'll bring it back out. Gets it to Lemon's left side. And up top to Schneckloff. Minute 11 to go in the half. Ottumwa leading 30-7. Chloe. Lob into the high post for Ransom. Out to the wing for Mellon. Lost it. Got it back. Had it deflected by Hockmute. Still fighting for it. Now to Schneckloff. Right side now to Ransom. Addison a baseline drive. Runner off the glass, no. Rebound deflects out of bounds. It'll go back to East. Subs for Ottumwa here. Hugan is back in. Guest is back in. Zoe Jones back in. East will bring Caitlin McFadden back in. 51.2 seconds to go until halftime. Gabby Hockmuth will walk it into the front court this time. Your right side, low catch by Stemsrud. Her pass deflected, and on the floor to fight for it is Olivia Corum. And Ottumwa got a timeout with possession, so they have it 39.8 to go. We'll keep it right here as the Bulldogs may hold for one shot here or may just try to set up something quick offensively. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today, check out the awesome showroom, and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces. Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. And by River Hills Community Health Center. Locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or you can find them on Facebook. By the way, also going on today, district wrestling in all classes. The Ottumwa wrestlers are competing in the Class 3A District 5 meet at Iowa City West, and we've got some results in from there. At 106 pounds, Jasmine Lutke has won 2 matches and is into the final. Remember, if you finish first or second at district, you go to state. Corbin Grace at 113 is into his district championship match at 113. Braylon Griffiths into the district championship match at 132. We'll try to keep you updated as we go along today. Zoe Jones into the front court, 35 seconds to go in the half. Goes the right side for Corum. Corum under a lot of pressure from McFadden. Goes baseline, puts up a runner from there. No good. Rebound to Stemsrud. And over to Caitlin Roby. Roby lob to midcourt for Cole. Left wing Stemsrud. Tried to drive in, had it knocked away, and Lemons comes up with a loose ball. Ottumwa with 15 seconds here, leading 30-7. Corum right side for Jones. Down to the baseline, too long for Ann Guest and out of bounds. 9.2 seconds remaining in the half. Ottumwa leading 30-7, but probably feel like they could play better. Zoe Jones maybe looking for a midcourt steal. Hockmuth with 5 seconds, lobs it left side. McFadden puts up the jumper, no good. And it'll go out of bounds with 9/10 of a second to go. Ottumwa ball, but they've got to go the length of the court. Or did they say East ball? They said that ball belongs to East. I don't get that, unless they say the shot was blocked. Well, now East has to catch and shoot. Roby will inbound. And a lob to McFadden, who got the shot off from the free throw line, but no good. And at the half, Ottumwa leading Des Moines East 30-7. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime at Ottumwa High Basketball on KBIZ and the live video stream at OttumwaRadio.com. Bulldogs in the girls' game this afternoon, leading Des Moines East 30-7 at the half. It was 16-0 Ottumwa after the opening quarter. And Ottumwa really in both the first and second quarters for about the first 5 minutes or so, stagnant on offense. And then in each quarter they had a flurry over the final few minutes to open up a sizable lead. Addison Ransom leading Ottumwa so far this afternoon. She has 12 points. Olivia Korm has 6, Zoe Jones with 5, 3 for Isabel Mellon, 2 for Chloe Schneckloff, and 2 points for Ann Guest. Lauren Roosevelt, of course, not a lot to talk about for scoring. Elena Stemsrud has 3, Caitlin McFadden has 2, and Alexis Brown has 2. Foul trouble, nobody for Ottumwa has more than 1 foul. East, though, a different story. Ashlyn Kudrick has 3, Alexis Brown, the point guard, has 2, Caitlin McFadden has 2, Jessica Cole has 2, and Portia Jones has 2. Ottumwa, 2 good quarters away from finishing the regular season at 6-8. That's quite the feat when you remember they started the year 0-6. Ottumwa trying to win 6 out of its last 8 games heading into the playoffs. East is 0-12 and likely headed for a win this season. I kind of feel bad for them because after tonight they'll get 6 days to prepare, and then on the 7th day, a week from today, they'll have to play their regional game on the road at number 1 Waukee. I'm kind of afraid of what the score of that game is going to be. Hopefully Waukee will take it somewhat easy on the Scarlets, who are really in a rebuilding phase in their program. But at the half here at Evans Middle School, Ottumwa owning a 30-7 lead. And again, Ottumwa will start their regional play on Wednesday on the road at Des Moines North. 7 o'clock Wednesday night. We'll be on the air at 6:45 from North High School, right here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. All right, let's take a 3-minute timeout, come back and get you ready for the second half here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions. From the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ in the live video stream. Bulldog girls leading Des Moines East 30-7 as we get ready to resume. Up in Iowa City at the Class 3A District 5 tournament, wrestling tournament at Iowa City West. Ottumwa still has 6 wrestlers with a chance to get to the state tournament, and 5 of those are wrestling in a first place district championship match a little bit later today. Jasmine Lutke at 106. Lutke trying to qualify for the IHSAA state tournament after finishing third at the girls state tournament last month. Corbin Grace at 113 is into the district championship match. Braylon Griffiths at 132, Zach Shoemaker at 152, and Trevor Summers at 170 also in first place matches at districts today. And Dalton Dowd, two other wrestlers, Dalton Dowd and Dawson Goodwin, won their opening matches, lost their semifinal matches, but they're in third place matches, and they may have a chance to wrestle back and finish second at districts. And if you finish first or second at districts, you'll go to the state wrestling meet next week. So we'll try to keep you updated as we go along today. Back to basketball to start the second half. Ottumwa with the ball. They've got Schneckloff, Jones, Guest, Corum, and Ransom on the floor. It'll be East ball, I should say, with Roby, Brown, Jones, Portia Jones, Hudrick, and McFadden. Each team with their starting five out there. Brown to the left side. Lob is deflected by Corum. It's grabbed by Hudrick. Tried to throw it back in. East able to save it for the moment, but Schneckloff takes it away from Brown at midcourt. Another East turnover. Bulldogs trying to add to their 30-7 lead, and would like to get the offense going before half the quarter has gone by. They had trouble with that in the first two quarters. Left corner, Zoe Jones. Tried to throw it in the high post to Ransom. It was stolen by Alexis Brown, and then Jones took it back from her in the backcourt. Now gets it to Schneckloff, and back the other way. Dogs are 5-on-3. East not hustling back, but Schneckloff took an extra step trying to dish it underneath to Ransom and got called for steps. Ottumwa missing a couple of opportunities there. Now a pass deflected, but to Roby. Goes left wing to Hudrick. Back up top to Caitlin Roby. Pass knocked away, got it back, gets it to Brown right side. Back up top to Roby. Lob it left side for Hudrick. Pull-up jumper. Off the rim, no. Rebound underneath McFadden. Too far under the rim to shoot. Tried to feed it to Jones in the lane. Threw it away. Zoe Jones gets it for Ottumwa. The front court is Schneckloff. In the high post for Guest. Kick it out right side, Corum. She'll try a three from there. Count it! Third three of the game for Olivia Corum, and it's 33-7. Brown lobs it across the timeline for Jones. She goes right wing to Roby. Roby back down to Jones underneath. Turn around off the glass, no, but a foul on Ottumwa. And Portia Jones will shoot two. And Guest called for her second foul. First foul of the half on Ottumwa. Jones at the line, 39% on the season. First one on the way and a little too strong. Jessica Cole will check back in for East, replacing McFadden. One more free throw for Jones. It's on the way. And no good. Rebound to Guest. Zoe Jones in the backcourt gets it to Corum. Olivia across the timeline to the left side. Lob it down to the block for Guest. Double teamed outside the lane. Goes up top to Zoe. Right side to Schneckloff. Zoe brings it back up top. Skip it left corner for Corum. Three on the way. Off the rim, no. Long rebound out to Cole. Double teamed in the corner and called for a travel. Someone just keeps applying pressure and forcing East into mistakes. 35-7 Bulldogs. I don't know how Ottumwa has 35. They had 30 at the half. As Ransom in the lane, around left to right, the shot no good. The rebound loose on the floor. We'll get a held ball, and the arrow will keep it with Ottumwa. Corum hit the three about 40 seconds ago. That's the only bucket in this half. Ottumwa should only have 33. Jones for a three in the corner. In and out, no good. Rebound on the floor to Corum. Up top to Schneckloff. Left open for a three. In and out, no good. Guess the rebound. Got it across the lane to Ransom, and Ransom had it stripped away by Alexis Brown. Brown racing into the front court. Slows it up. Over to the right side. Into the lane. Jones drops it. Ball loose on the floor again. Schneckloff tried to get it. It bounced to Brown. Brown free throw line jumper. Banked it in. 4 points for Alexis Brown, 33-9. Now the scoreboard is correct. Schneckloff into the front court, up high on the left side. Over to the wing for Corum, down underneath for Guest. Turn around in the lane, off the rim, no. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Roby. Into the front court is Brown. Portia Jones lost her glasses on that rebound, picked them up, just threw them to the sideline. Now she's playing without them. And she'll pick up the loose ball, stumbling in the lane and traveling. Corum knocked it away from Alexis Brown. Jones went to pick it up but lost her balance. Subs for East as Hockmuth and McFadden return. Roby and Hudrick will sit. 5:01 to go, third quarter. Ottumwa 33, East 9. Ottumwa in the first meeting held a big lead, but really didn't extend it in the second half. I'd like to see them get a little more separation here. Zoe Jones drives in and ran into Portia Jones, and a blocking foul was called on Jones, and that'll be her third. Team foul number 1 of the half on the Scarlets. Corum inbounding up top to Schneckloff. He's backing off of her, though she's behind the three-point line by a couple of feet. Now takes it left side into the corner to Corum. Looked underneath, now shoots a three, too strong. Rebound is out of bounds on the far side before Zoe Jones could get to it. Bulldog basketball brought to you by the Ottumwa Community School District, where they're proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. Round into the front court for East, double teamed up high, got it top of the key to Jones, right wing to Hockmuth. Hockmuth drug her pivot foot before she got started and got called for the travel. Elena Stemsrud back in for East, replacing Jones. Timeout Ottumwa. 4:21 to go, third quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa 33, Des Moines East 9. 4:21 to go, third quarter. Bulldogs inbounding in the backcourt. I hope somebody comes to take the inbounds pass from Corum. Schneckloff goes back and receives the pass. He's into the front court now. Takes it over left side, finds Olivia Corum. Corum dribbles to the elbow, gets it to Guest on the block. Kick it out right wing. Schneckloff for a three. Back iron, no. Weak side rebound, though, to Corum. Kick it out to Jones. Up top, Schneckloff. Chloe goes back to the corner for Corum and tried to go underneath to Guest and threw it away, although, well, Stemsrud went diving out of bounds trying to save it for East, but they say it's East ball anyway. Sub for the Scarlets, Caitlin Saturno checks in, 5'8" junior. First time we've seen her today. Brown in the backcourt under pressure from Schneckloff across the timeline to the right side. They double team her there, feed it to Hockmuth. They double team her. And a lob is stolen by Zoe Jones. She's out ahead of everybody. Cole trying to catch up. The layup, no, but the foul is called, and Zoe will shoot two. Third foul on Jessica Cole, second of the half on the Scarlets. 3:42 to go, third quarter. In Ottumwa, a slow first part of the quarter, only 3 points so far, but we're getting close to the point in the first two quarters where they would go on a run. Zoe's free throw is good. Her sixth point, 34-9. Caitlin Roby back in for East. Jones 45% from the line coming in. And her second free throw, too strong. Rebound to Cole. East into the front court. Brown trying to split defenders at the top of the key. Goes right side. Kicks it to Roby, and before the shot, a whistle. And East took a timeout with 3:32 to go in the third. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're
timeout, East inbounding. Alexis Brown at midcourt. Picked up her dribble, throws it left side for Stemsrud. Stemsrud underneath, and coming in to steal the pass is Chloe Schneckloff. Chloe racing up the side, into the front court. And they say she stepped out of bounds on that side, forced out of bounds by Brown. Substitution for East. Kate Stemsrud checks in. And replaces Elena Stemsrud, so the freshman, the younger one, replaces the older one, the senior. 3:16 to go in the third. Ottumwa leading 34-9. Roby on the left side, up top through the hands of Brown, rescues it before it goes across the timeline. To Stemsrud left side, underneath to Saturno, who's turnaround in the lane off the glass, no good. Rebound to Guest. Here come the Bulldogs. Long pass into the front court to Schneckloff from Corum. Chloe's cut off on the block, got the shot up anyway, couldn't get it to go. Rebound tapped out, but controlled by East. Stemsrud with it. Now into the front court is Alexis Brown. Lob down to the block for Cole. Back out to Brown. Well, it's got to be 3 seconds in the lane, although Brown gets a shot off. No good from the left side. Rebound to Ransom. Saturno was just standing in the lane the entire possession, but they didn't call 3 seconds. Corum left side, towards the corner Jones. Try to go high post for Ransom. Not a good pass, knocked away, but Ottumwa gets it back. Now right side Schneckloff. Chloe up top to Corum, to the left corner Jones. Open for a three. Count it. Zoe Jones has 9 points. 37-9 Bulldogs. Pass through the hands of Brown in the backcourt and goes out of bounds in midcourt. Ottumwa gets it back on another East turnover. Josie Lemons into the game for OHS. Portia Jones and Tanessa Brown return for the Scarlets. Corum will inbound after Schneckloff. Looks like she got her shoe tied there. Ottumwa leading 37-9. Into the high post for Lemons. To the left wing Jones. Back up top Schneckloff. Let's give it right side to Corum. Baseline drive. And she tried to kick it out, got fouled. If that was Jones, that'll be her fourth. That is the fourth foul on Portia Jones. Third foul of the half on the Scarlets. Minute 59 to go in the third. Ottumwa leading by 28. Inbound to the right wing, Jones. Up top, Schneckloff. Dribbles left side, goes in the corner for Corum. Open look at the three. Too strong, but there on the weak side is Zoe Jones. Went up, had some contact, no foul. The ball ends up out of bounds back to East. Well, it looked like Portia Jones fouled her on the shot. I don't know if the refs, I don't know. Did they know Jones had 4 fouls and maybe didn't want to foul her out? And now East back the other way. Brown into the front court. Throw it left side for Tanessa Brown. Underneath, knocked away by Schneckloff. Ball loose and rescued by Guest right on the baseline. Now Chloe back the other way. Front court on the right side. Has to slow it up. Picked up her dribble, needs some help, goes to Isabel Mellon on the wing. Mellon has just checked in. Back up top to Schneckloff. Left corner for Corum. Back to Chloe. To the free throw line for Lemons. To the right corner, Mellon. Baseline drive. Skip pass left wing for Schneckloff. To the corner, Corum. A lob in the lane, a wide open. Josie Lemons didn't know she was open, but ended up drawing the foul. If she had realized right away no one was guarding her, she could have laid it in easily. The hesitation allowed Kate Stemsrud to come over and foul her on the shot attempt, but Josie will go to the line and shoot 2. Lemons at the line on the season, 45%. First one here, good. Elena Stemsrud and Tabby Hockmuth checking in for the Scarlets, replacing Kate Stemsrud and Tanessa Brown. 38-9, minute 16 to go here in the third quarter. Second free throw on the way. Left it short, and the rebound to Elena Stemsrud. East into the front court, Alexis Brown driving right side. Kick it to the corner, 3 on the way. Hockmuth is short. Rebound deflects, and Guest rescues it. Gets it over to Corum. Dogs want to run. Corum with the bobble at midcourt. Now gets it to Lemons between the circles. Left corner for Schneckloff. Some fatigue still showing for Ottumwa, and that's kind of the question here in the second half. Left wing they go to Schneckloff. Down low to Guest. Kicks it right wing, a little too tall for Mellon, but she rescues it right in front of her own bench. Now brings it back to midcourt. Over to the left side for Schneckloff. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Chloe up top. Throw it right corner, a leaping catch by Corum. Down to the block for Lemons. to the free throw line. Guest jumper on the way, too strong. Long rebound will be tapped and tapped out of bounds. Ooh, by Roby, who hit the bleachers hard, but she gets back up. She's okay. Sounded worse than it was. Jessica Cole will check in and Roby will check out, probably just so her head coach can make sure she's okay. Mellon to inbound with 28 seconds left in the quarter. Got it up top to Guest under pressure from Brown. A little too much pressure. Alexis Brown called for her third foul. Foul number 5. 25.9 now on the clock. Mellon to inbound again. Up top to Guest. Looking left side, had it poked out of her hands by Brown. It goes out of bounds, and Ottumwa will inbound again on the far side. 21.5 seconds to go. This time Mellon will trigger the inbounds pass. And a lob to Guest. Left side to Schneckloth. She'll try the 3. No good. Schneckloth hit the deck, no call. Rebound to Stemsrud, and now reaching foul on Mellon. First foul on Isabel Mellon, team foul number 2. Zoe Jones back in, replacing Schneckloth. And you can see the fatigue Ottumwa has. Remember, they played last night, and they ran out of gas in that game because they hadn't had any practice for a week and a half. Now trying to play on back-to-backs. They've got the comfortable lead. There's 10 seconds left into the front court. Hockmuth to the right side. Cole up top to Brown. 3 on the way, air ball, and out of bounds time expires. 38-9, 1 minute, and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
I'm Mark Frymoyer, owner of Champion Bowl. Winter got you feeling cooped up? Break out and come to Champion Bowl. We have a full bar and a great menu. Hang out in the lounge. Let us cook for you. Celebrate birthdays and special events. Call us at 682-8005 to help set up your next big event. We look forward to seeing you at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun. Open every day at 10 and at noon on Sunday. Follow us on Facebook for specials and events.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter, Ottumwa 38-1, East 9. East had the ball, but right away, stolen away by Addison Ransom. And then Caitlin McFadden trying to get it back, reaches in and is called for a foul. It's a third on McFadden, the 6th team foul on East. That comes 8 seconds into the fourth quarter. Bulldogs leading by 29, get it to 35, and you get the running clock, but Ottumwa's offense has kind of been hit and miss, and there a pass too tall by Zoe Jones and unable to save it from going into the backcourt. Right down below me was Kennedy Hugan. Again, we talk about signs of fatigue. It's not just shots coming up short, it's passes not being on target, whether they're turnovers like that or in some cases they're not turnovers, but passes to wide open players leave them unable to get a shot off. As East with the jumper inside by McFadden, no good, but they get the rebound. Up top is Brown to the baseline. Hudrick, turnaround jumper, no good. And Isabel Mellon fighting for that rebound, but Roby's got it in the corner, but then she threw it right to Kennedy Hugan. So Hugan gets it to Mellon, and she'll bring it into the front court to the right side for Zoe Jones. Try to bounce pass and bounce it right off the leg of Lemons, who gets it back. Left side to Hugan. She'll try a 3. Too strong. Zoe Jones, a weak side rebound, and the putback is there. 11 for Zoe Jones. Bulldogs up 40-9. Roby to Brown. Left side Hudrick. Long 2-pointer on the way. Too strong off the glass. Rebound to Hugan. Up ahead to Mellon. Collision in midcourt and a blocking foul called on Alexis Brown. Brown thinking maybe she'd drawn a charge. The problem was she was reaching in for the ball, and then the collision happened, so she wasn't set, and that's the 4th on Brown. It's team foul number 7. So I think Isabel Mellon will shoot a 1-and-1 here with 6:50 to go. Mellon going to the line. 3 of 4 on the season, hasn't had many opportunities. Briefed away here while the shoe is tied. Now Mellon will have to make the first to earn the second. It's up, and she rattles it home. 4th point of the game for Isabel Mellon, 41-9. Substitution, Kate Stemsrud back in for East, replacing Alexis Brown. It's 41-9. If Ottumwa gets to 44 before East scores again, we'll put the running clock in effect. Second free throw too strong. Rebound tapped and controlled by Cole. Well, she took an extra step there, but they let that go. Now she throws it away. Jones picks it off at midcourt. Pulls up in the right wing. She'll try the 3 in transition, but left it short. Yeah, that's fatigue there. Rebound to Cole. Now they get it over to Roby on the right side. Throw it across the timeline, and ball is rescued by Stemsrud, and then she's fouled. As it's either Jones or Mellon trying to reach in. Zoe Jones gets her first. Team foul number 3. Well, if Jones had knocked down that 3, we would have gotten to the 35-point threshold for the running clock right there. Inbound to Roby. Throw it right side to McFadden to the wing Cole. Down low, knocked away by Jones, and Zoe's got a steal. Under pressure from Portia Jones, but Zoe got away. Into the front court, throw it left side, knocked away from Hugan, out of bounds as Jessica Cole got a hand in that passing lane. Subs for both teams. Tanessa Brown back in for East. Corum, Guest, and Schneckloff return for Ottumwa, and Chloe Bradley checks in for the first time, the 5'7" junior. Ellen will go the inbounds pass, got it up top to Bradley. Bradley to the left wing for Schneckloff. Chloe skips it right side for Corum. Back to Schneckloff. Into the high post for Bradley. Had it knocked out of her hands, down on the floor trying to rescue it. A whistle. I haven't seen any of the officials give a signal, but I think a held ball was called. Ottumwa keeps it with 5:59 to go, leading 41-9. Inbound up top to Schneckloff. She'll try the 3. Too strong off the iron. Rebound to Guest. And she wanted to go back up, but lost it on the dribble out of bounds. Alexis Brown about to come back in for the Scarlets, replacing Kate Stemsrud. Brown will let Roby bring this into the front court. Throws it across the timeline to Jones in the right wing. Jones knocked out of her hands by Mellon, and Isabel's got the ball, and the foul is called, and if that was Portia Jones, that'll be her 5th. And Jones is fouled out of the game. Fouls out at the 5:45 mark. It's also team foul number 8, so Mellon shooting another 1-1. Lena Stemsrud back in for the Scarlets. Won 1 of 2 last time and get a 1-1 here. It's up and no good. Guest the rebound, the putback no. Guest hit the deck, no call. And the rebound this time to Stemsrud. The front court is Brown, double teamed on the left, brings it back up top. Lob it right wing, Stemsrud. Goes in the corner, Tanessa Brown, turnaround 3 is an air ball, caught by Corum on the weak side. Corum racing into the front court, down to the baseline for Schneckloff. Lob it up top for Bradley. Left side to Mellon. Skip pass right side Schneckloff. He's calling for a trap. It goes underneath to Bradley. Pivots. Kicks it to the free throw line. Guess the jumper. Off the rim, no. Rebound to Cole. And she lost it out of bounds as Bradley came in. They could have called a foul on Chloe for a bump, but they say just out of bounds to Ottumwa. Caitlin Saturno back in for the Scarlets. Inbounds comes up top to Schneckloff. Underneath to a wide open Guest, a shot fake, drew the foul, count the bucket as it rattles home on the second bounce. Good look by Schneckloff to get the assist. First field goal of the game for Guest. Caitlin Saturno gets the foul, team foul number 9, and Ann Guest trying to convert a 3-point play that would start the running clock, 43-9. 2 for 4 from the line tonight. But missed that one. Got her on rebound though. Kick it out to Bradley. Up top Schneckloff. Left corner Mellon. Mellon, skip it right wing for Schneckloth. A three on the way. Count it. Chloe Schneckloth hits a three. That'll get the running clock going. 46-9, and now, unless East cuts it under 25, the final 4:45 will be played with a running clock. And now Mellon with a steal at midcourt. Brown trying to catch up. Mellon fouled and lay it up. Do we count the bucket? Yes, we do. And I think Brown just fouled out of the game. So Brown fouls out the 4:36 mark. She'll end her night with 4 points. Mellon's free throw good. She's got the three-point play. 7 in the game for Mellon, 49-9. Hockmuth across the timeline right side for Roby. Lob it to the corner. Hockmuth bobbles it. Chloe Bradley trying to take it away. We get a held ball. The arrow will keep it with East. 4:22 to go and counting. This has nothing to do with the game, but somebody nearby brought in pizza and I can smell it. I will not be distracted, however. Inbound underneath to Saturno. Turnaround in the lane. Shot block. Tried to kick it out. Cole ends up with the loose ball. Now her pass stolen by Mellon. 4 minutes to go. Up ahead to Schneckloth right side. Up top to Mellon. Left corner. And a three on the way by Corum is good. Corum has 12 points on 4 3-pointers. It's 52-9. Probably in a minute or two we'll see some more of the Ottumwa bench. On the right side is Cole, down underneath Saturno. Up and under move off the glass, too strong. Rebound on the floor, and it's rescued by Mellon. Up ahead to Schneckloth on the right side. Dribbles to the wing, all the way down to the baseline. Underneath the hoop, kick it out left wing. Corum will try another three. Count it again. Back-to-back threes, Olivia Corum. She's got 15. 55-9, 3:20 to go. Roby across the timeline. Lobbing in the wing to Cole. Long three on the way for her. Off the rim, no good. And Ann Guest with the rebound, but fell down and is called for a travel. Josie Lemons back in for Ottumwa. McFadden and Hudrick return for East. And now the Bulldogs, a couple more subs. Kennedy Hugan returns and A.J. Van Manen will check in. And now a timeout called with 2:58 to go. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa 55, Des Moines East 9. Bulldogs have exploded for 17 points here in the fourth quarter, their best quarter of the game. Now, mostly reserves in there. Corum's the only starter still on the floor. Lemons, Bradley, Hugan, and Van Manen are out there as well for Ottumwa. 2:58 to go, running clock in effect once the ball comes inbounds, and it's inbounded to Hockmuth on the right side. Looking for some help, got it to Elena Stemsrud up high on the right. Stemsrud dribbles in, cut off, kick it back to Hockmuth. Left side pass stolen by Van Manen. AJ into the front court, one-on-one with Roby. Jump stop, lay it up and in. Van Manen into the scoring column, 57-9. 2.5 to go. Lob right side for Roby. Tough catch up high. Pressured by Hugan. Dribbles all the way down towards the corner. Now back out to Hockmuth. And her pass stolen away by Corum. Corum racing down. Hockmuth trying to catch up. Olivia puts it off the glass and good. 17 now for Olivia Corum. 57-9. East doesn't have its point guard anymore. Hockmuth got away with a double dribble there. Now it's knocked loose at midcourt. She picks it up, gets it to Hudrick at the free throw line. She loses it. McFadden rescues it on the right to Roby. Baseline drive and a bump by Kennedy Hugan over there, I think. No, that's Chloe Bradley. Bradley commits the foul, team foul number 4 on Ottumwa. Kate Stemsrud back in for East, replacing Caitlin Roby. Hockmuth got away with the double dribble at midcourt, but I don't think the officials are going to call anything with the most blatant at this point. Kate Stemsrud up top, throws it to Elena Stemsrud on the left wing. Tied up by Van Manen, and the arrow favors Ottumwa. We roll under a minute 20. Vanessa Brown back in for East. Form into the front court. Left corner for Hugan. She'll try a 3. Short off the rim, but the rebound tipped out to Corum. Right side to Van Manen. Back up top to Olivia. Left side Hugan. Underneath to Bradley. Turnaround shot blocked by Stemsrud. Lemon's fighting for it, but it rolls out to Hockmuth. Hockmuth across the timeline. Lob for Stemsrud. Tipped away, and Bradley gets the steal. Chloe Bradley just gets it to Corum, who brings it across the timeline under 45 seconds. Left wing Hugan. Down low to Lemons. Pivots away from Stemsrud. Got the shot up, got fouled, and Josie Lemons will shoot 2 with 39.7 seconds to go. Caitlin McFadden picks up her 4th foul. Josie 1 for 2 so far today, makes this one. Jessica Cole and Caitlin Saturno check back in for East, replacing Elena Stemsrud and Caitlin McFadden. One more free throw for Lemons. Josie missed the second. Rebound to Jessica Cole. Long pass up ahead. Kate Stemsrud into the front court left side. Dribbling against Hugan. Hands off to Cole at the volleyball line. Back left side to Stemsrud. Towards the corner, deflected but caught by Hockmuth. Back to Stemsrud, 25 seconds. Underneath, knocked away by Lemons, but a foul called on Josie on the reach-in. First one on Josie, team foul number 5. Clock running under 15 seconds. East will have to hurry here. 60-9 now the score. Inbound, deflected away. Van Manen has it. She's got 6 seconds, trying to go length of the court. Lost it past midcourt. Picking it up is Cole. Stolen away by Lemons. 3 on the way at the buzzer, no good. But the final, Ottumwa 60 and Des Moines East 9. As the Bulldogs hold the Scarlets scoreless in the first quarter and again in the fourth quarter. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the happy totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we saw Nick.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ. Bulldog girls win their regular season finale this afternoon. They beat Des Moines East by a final of 60-9. Ottumwa led by Olivia Coram. She had 5 3-pointers, 17 points overall. Addison Ransom had 12 points in the game. Zoe Jones added 11. 7 points for Isabel Mellon, 5 for Chloe Schneckloff, 4 for Ann Guest, 2 points for Josie Levens, and 2 points for AJ Van Manen. For Des Moines East, obviously not much to speak of. Alexis Brown had 4 points, Elena Stemsrud had 3, and Caitlin McFadden had 2. Free throws in the game, Ottumwa was 13 of 23, East was 2 of 4. The Bulldogs end the regular season at 6-8. They have a winning conference record at 4-3. East will end the regular season at 0-13, and they go 0-10 in Metro play. Both these teams will be on the road for regionals. I feel bad for East. They've got to play at #1 Waukee next Saturday. Ottumwa has a game they feel like they can compete in and quite possibly win. They'll play Wednesday night at Des Moines North, the opening round of regionals in Class 5A. 7 o'clock, we'll be on there at 6:45 Wednesday night here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Hope to get to talk to Bulldog head coach Joe Vandenberg before the boys game starts. Right now we'll take a 3-minute timeout. When we return, we'll start breaking down the boys matchup between Ottumwa and Des Moines East on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on